get down for that. Time I was dining out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the gang now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. We'll slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and go. We'll slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off, and go.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is finally over. It's time to play ball.
Brett Maher.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Able to slither by. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the first play of the game, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the veteran, Tony Romo.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
And now a first-time Pro Bowler from a season ago. It's Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On second down, here's Romo, escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
A gain of 13 yards.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Here's Romo now on second down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Complete to Dalvin.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That one complete to Hill. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Saints nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Romo, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like, he's going to say it doesn't matter what you put out here. I am having a big-time performance. I'm playing at a big-time level. Just keep throwing me the football.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Dante Fowler able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Saints 16-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
That's the score. Chiefs 10. Saints nothing.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it's Romo. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. The fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mahomes to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Today's final score.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on. But they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard, when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. It's that big of the guy. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pussy and wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Yo,
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I quote it again and again. Who was the dummy that doubt I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense coming out here and bringing them onto the field, the most valuable player of last year's Super Bowl, and that's Patrick Mahomes.
Well, partner, normally if a guy's touchdown passes fall in half, the first thing you'd say is, he really didn't have a very good season, did he? Well, it's true. Mahomes dropped from 50 touchdown passes the year before to just 26 last year. But remember, he had a knee injury and missed a few ball games, and he still remained in the conversation as the best quarterback in the NFL.
19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
19 yards.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Williams, the ball
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Mahomes.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there is no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete on the drop.
Pass.
That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Mahomes now on 1st down. A quick slant to Hill. 7 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 17-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now it's Mahomes again, dancing to his left. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
It's 2nd down and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here we go with Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally had some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Giants under head coach Joe Judge. And they'll be led out by a 4-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana.
And his task in this situation, is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Montana's
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Whip, 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 whip.
Play action. It's Montana. Over the middle to Beckham. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating out of the gun. Here's Montana. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 21-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Travis Kelce.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's able to put it through. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year from 2018, it's Saquon Barkley. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Bobby Bell on the...
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Giants, nothing.
On second down, Montana. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. To Barkley on the check down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play fake. Now here's Montana. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And now here comes Kansas City. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle by Troy Polamalu. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Kansas City. Today's final.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game,
no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pull it up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Couple of plans up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't don't know better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Bang, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it?
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Return. The Chiefs take
Here comes Patrick Mahomes leading out the defending champions. And Patrick Mahomes, of course, the Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season now.
They often say you can't force situations. You just have to let them happen organically. And that's exactly what happened in Kansas City as Patrick Mahomes took over as the quarterback and has become the face of the franchise in the NFL as we now move into the 101st season. 4th year in the league, already has an MVP, a Super Bowl title, and a Super Bowl MVP on his resume. 3 huge games in the postseason last year, 10 touchdowns.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. After the interception, here's Wilson. Caught out left side by Robinson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Complete to Anthony Sherman.
Anthony Sherman there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The return man is Hill. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Now Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
4 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Falcons 13.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with a touchdown pass to Sammy Watkins. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He completes it to Julio Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Jones has it over the middle. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
17-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. First half in the books. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again.
And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, C.D. Lamb. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry for Foster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They keep it on the ground again with a fullback Sherman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Brings up second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
They'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Complete to Tyreek Hill.
From the 47, it's second and 5.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive continues as they For a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. A quick slant to Hill. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. This is caught, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill, and the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Jones. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Russell Wilson. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sidelines?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender.
Oh, and you can forget overtime. this is going to be a safety in the final minute of the game. Oh, my. Guys, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
Michael Dixon set to
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat.
Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a 4-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Ooh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Ooh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Ooh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Ooh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Ooh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree Tree, and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up.
party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like what? Panic hammer to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport. And I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit. Round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan. Dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is now over. It's time to play ball.
And off we go from Las Vegas. The dangerous Hill now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
Mahomes now on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2003, also 3-time Pro Bowler from Alcorn State, Steve McNair.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Tano Passigno just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Pass complete here to Sanders. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's McNair. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Marvin Jones.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Kansas City.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The final pick in this year's first round. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. averages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Scarlett brought him down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Delayed game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Kareem Jackson.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Play action. It's McNair. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White picks it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll run it with Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
4 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Steve McNair ready to get back under center. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They go play action here on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A run. This is Pettis. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now he's forced, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
The tackle made back at the...
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now McNair. That one complete to Bettis. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 40 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Extra point up and through. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Returning it, Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now McNair. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Sanders. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Raiders now down by 10, just over 1:40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Short pass caught by the tight end, Griffin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And the catch right side. This is Sanders.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
On 1st and 10, McNair escaping the pressure right. The Raiders try to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That is incomplete.
McNair's pass intended for Ryan Griffin.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down here. That pass knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Mahomes going to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
At the 9-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaughan.
Party going up. A champ with the crown.